Emotions are what drive us to do much and most of what we do today in almost every aspect. They push us to have wants and desires, and those characteristics eventually lead to what we as a species are mostly comprised of. Emotions, not to be taken lightly, make up a majority of the Earth's population and is a substance of delicacy and sentimentality, thriving from positivity and pleasure, and in the worst cases, fear and hatred. Every day we tell the ones we love that we love them, and in most cases, it's before they leave for another location or when we feel a sudden need to remind them just how much we love and appreciate them. However, to display a feeling of negativity towards something, we replace love with hate. At first glance, a world full of love, excluding hate, may even seem like it would be the ideal situation. But what comes with love is more than we understand, let alone understand as a society united. To assume you as an individual have enough knowledge and experience to be able to judge your own placement of love and where to guide it is absurd. Before we are born, we are indoctrinated into a society of one or another and fed what to believe about everything that we conceive to think is our own free will of thoughts and thinking. If you have decided a fate of love before you have broken through that barrier to become the truest and purest version of yourself, you are holding yourself and the person you embarked your love upon back. Wars are fought, nations are divided among their people, and manipulation of entire populations are all, one way or another, ultimately, driven by emotions. The result is a species divided. It is natural as well that we grow into older Homo sapiens, never questioning the true division that lies upon us and our entire race. It's too much to take in to turn the waves of the human ways to try and communicate this concept to all the population, as we are too stubborn today. Until we understand that none of us are in true control over, if anything, our emotions, we can begin to regain control over them. To always, figuratively, look in the mirror and see anger or disruption within, whenever it may be the case, is to know yourself. To see happiness when you are genuinely happy and to not let that distract you from the bigger picture of what is at stake in your livelihood is also to know yourself. It is difficult to approve of a singular happy feeling when there is a world that is not on the same wavelength of enjoyment. It is difficult to not suffer while even a single individual is. This in mind, no one would suffer if the pursuit of happiness was not an object among our species. How could it not be if it used as a curtain over the eyes of its population? If everyone on our planet has the goal of happiness and feeling good about living, then there is more than enough room for ideas of happiness to be misaligned with another individual's ideal version of happiness. Setting aside what drives our emotions is what it will take to evolve into a higher form of being and uniform coexistence among ourselves as humans. If instead of searching to appeal to our inner emotions, we need only have a sense of awareness as the beings we are, excluding feelings. A nature of simply being is applied here and difficult to achieve as an individual, let alone a species. Emotions, ultimately, tend to lead to hasty and or irrational judgment, sacrificing the sanctity of the rest of the team, as in the population. We should not need emotions to guide us on how to look at another individual and see ourselves and a means to do right by ourselves and that other individual, who is in no fundamental way any different than you. It does not take even the simplest math to add up how to not harm others and yourself. You are here for a reason beyond your own, and in the same way you are here for you. We, together as a race, are here for us.